Thank you very much for your time, first of all, Klaus. What more can you tell us about this latest disaster in the Channel? This is reportedly the deadliest disaster this year so far.
Yes, thanks for having me, but it is a very, very sad occasion, which brings me back to my original point. The people smugglers have to be stopped. Now, can you imagine? It is a boat which is by no means seaworthy, and the people who actually hire or run or manage these boats, don't get me wrong, 99% for sure know about this. So it is like playing the lottery. Will they make it or will they not? Many make it, but this is a disaster, a human catastrophe. And it brings me to my original point. We can't just condemn the people who want to reach safer shores. This is a human right if you think so that where you come from, you will not have your dignity guaranteed. But we must make sure that the people who actually financially, illegally benefit from this, they have to be stopped. It's a huge debate in the United Kingdom. We just had the elections some weeks ago, early in July, and we just had elections in Germany in two state parliaments. And again, everyone blames it on the migrants. The migrants are wrong. The migrants are the people who do everything wrong. Perhaps our society does something wrong as well. So yes, a sad day.
And you mentioned that it's, of course, the issue of traffickers at fault here mostly. How is France tackling the ongoing issue of traffickers? And could more be done? And if so, what more needs to be done?
Well, I think some far-right politicians say we have to take care of all the potential migrants arriving on European shores, somewhere in detention centers, far away from European soil, and that will take care of it, and all the asylum procedures will be taken care of there. But I am not colorblind, of course not. People know already, and the people smugglers know already, that this is basically an option. Only a few days ago, it was said that someone who arrives in Greece and has an asylum procedure going on, could this person be, technically speaking, be moved to another EU country or not? So the EU has to find out where do people in need actually arrive, where do they will be taken care of. And don't let me underestimate the role of the Republic of Turkey here, the millions of people who actually came here. And Turkey is a role model in humanitarian aid. But back to Britain. One more time, the elections are just over. There is a new government. And it is not a far-right or far-left government. It's a center-left government, put it like this. And there is a certain concern how many more citizens in need can we actually absorb. So the debate has to start in earnest. How many people can a country like Luxembourg, Belgium, or the bigger ones like Germany, the smaller ones like Austria absorb? But any migrant who dies on the way to a better life is a lost life. And it is not that person's fault, because the reason why this person left their country is actually because in their country there is a problem. And we in Europe, we have to be a welcoming Europe, not the drawbridges. No one can come anymore. No.
Yeah. Klaus, charities are saying that more safe routes are needed, or more safer routes are needed. What would you say to that?
Absolutely. Central European countries are saying, no, we do not allow migrants to come over land. We rather prefer that they risk their lives going overseas. This is a hypocrisy 2.0. Yes, there are much safer land routes for migrants actually to arrive in the first country where they will file their application for asylum. The EU has to make a plan. Could a country like Luxembourg absorb 2 million migrants? Of course not. Don't get me wrong, wonderful country. Could a bigger country like the United Kingdom or Germany 2.5 million and others, could they absorb 500, 600,000? And there's a labor shortage. There's a need for young people, educated people, or we educate them to come to our countries. So two days ago we had the elections in Germany. Willkommenskultur doesn't work anymore. The welcome culture is over. I think Europe needs exactly the opposite. Welcome. There are one or two cases, of course, where violence happens amidst refugees, but violence happens amidst locals and nationals of their very own countries. So this is not a migrant problem. The problem is we have to stop the people smugglers. We have to arrange for safe routes, and the sea routes are not safe.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time this evening, Klaus Jurgens, speaking just live there from Ankara.